Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy KPR bringing you guys another video on the Modern Warfare 3 beta. I'll be going over my thoughts on the beta and some of the things they shouldn't have had or changed. I'll be going over the stuff I didn't like first because I liked it overall, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Modern Warfare 2 maps. The only time I liked the old editions were in the more futuristic games like Infinite Warfare or BO3. Because most of the maps are mid to long range, I have never liked huge maps, and most of the people excited over these maps are due to nostalgia. These maps don't even play well at times because you're running for so long just to get domed at the point or whatever game mode you're playing. I like how the maps look, they are aesthetically pleasing for sure, but they don't play well for me. I like being in a bunch of gunfights or just feeling like Rambo trying to hold down the point, so these big maps really kill it for me since I have to sprint for quite a while in order to get to point, and then there will just be someone camping from so far away, and then I'll just have to keep repeating the process over and over again. It can get annoying, and I was really glad that they added a Rust only playlist on the second to last day of the beta because I was able to grind out some weapons like the UMP I am using. I hope they switch some of the maps to 12v12, only because this state is such a horrible map. Cool layout, but for a 6v6 it's just super boring. I'm sure I won't mind bigger maps when I play Search, Demolition, and maybe Capture the Flag if they add it, since it adds a lot of risk for those modes, and they have a clear objective so there should 90% of the time have enemies to fight there. If you guys enjoy these maps, that's cool, they're just not for me. Next thing I want to talk about is the health system and how they changed it. So in case you guys don't know, the health system was changed and now you have 150 health with slower health regen. It's stupid because they made it slower on purpose due to the health buff, but either way, some of the weapons take the same amount of bullets they would take in other CODs with lowered health. BO4 did this and it wasn't received too well, but some people didn't mind due to them providing you with technically 3 ways to regen your health, which one of them was naturally, the second was a health pack that you could have, usually you always had it on you unless you took, you always had it on you, never mind. And the last was a stim shot which you had to equip. Modern Warfare 3 has the Battle Rage inhaler instead, but they nerfed it, and I'm assuming the nerf it worked how it did in Modern Warfare 2, which would have been really OP if it was just a tactical, so I saw why they nerfed it, but I don't see why they would even add it as a tactical. It should have just stayed as a field upgrade instead. It is so bad and you have to wait a second or two before it actually starts regenerating your health. And it feels like it takes so long to get back to full health, so it's not even worth equipping now due to the huge nerfs it got. I also forgot to mention that if you are shot while you're taking your battle rage, it will cancel the effects of it. I hope they just add back the stim and move battle rage back to the field upgrade because it's just so horrible now. I also have seen a lot of inconsistencies with the time to kill in Modern Warfare 3 due to the health buff. I just want to go inside the minds of these people who think of this and see it as a good idea to add, because they must have been some delusional MFs to add this and think it's good. I know it's already too late for them to change the health system, but I hope they eventually revamp it like they revamped a lot of the things in Modern Warfare in World War II. In case you guys didn't know, they changed a lot of systems there too. I also want to talk about the spawn system, which is really ass. I hope they change it up because it felt like these dudes just made it so when you die it just spawns you in so randomly on the map, and you could just spawn in front of the enemies way too often. It was really annoying since they could also spawn right behind you during domination, so you'd get screwed over when capturing the flag. So I hope they change this up once the game comes out. The last bad thing I want to talk about is the bugs with the game, which is mostly with the attachments not unlocking for some weapons, and there were at least 2 attachments that would not unlock for me for all the weapons that I use. I hope that this glitch would not be back, but hopefully this is patched out when the game fully releases. The attachments that I wouldn't be able to unlock would consist of the mags, barrels, and suppressors. I believe those were the only problems I had with the beta. Now I can get into the things I loved about it. I like the movement system so much, it feels so smooth and fast, so you are able to get into fights so much faster. They added back slide canceling, but they don't mean the one where you would do a faster movement system, but they mean you're just able to cancel your slide, that's all it was. By pressing the jump button. Don't know if you're able to press the crouching button instead since I didn't test it out, but at least there's a way to cancel the slide. I also like how they added the tactical stance, which lets you hip fire and aim. I would use it a lot on the max end since you were able to delete people with it at times. You also feel like a badass when you keep murking people with it. You hit a slide with the tac stance, then get a few other ones after that, and it feels so satisfying. I actually liked how the guns sound, but not for a good reason. I like the sound of suppressed weapons, which is what most of them sound like normally, so they might change that, but I wouldn't mind if they wouldn't. Honestly, I think those were the only things I liked, but I still had fun with it. It's hard to describe since I'm dumb as hell. Sorry about that. but I would rate the beta a good 8 out of 10 for sure. Let me know what you guys thought of the beta in the comments and how it went for you. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. With that being said, have a good day and stay safe. Later.